I am officially 1 month post-op. Whoa! Alright, so today is June 14th, 2019, and I am 1 month post-op today. I just said those words. I made it through May 2019. I got top surgery, and now I'm 1 month post-op. And that's crazy to me. It's awesome, but sometimes it still doesn't feel real. Like, I'll be half awake, half asleep in bed, like just woke up, and I'll be in bed on my phone like this, and I'll just be, you know, how you do. And I'll see my chest out of the corner of my eye, and I'll just be like, oh, great, and I'll go to, like, rest my arms on my chest how I used to. I would, like, put my wrist, like, right on top of my chest. And I go to do that, and I'm like, wait, oh, that's right, I'm flat now. Cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what all has been happening this month? I wrote notes, so I don't ramble, because I know that I would. So, like I'm doing right now. Hey. So, my first week post-op, I didn't have any pain, except for on Saturday the 18th, which was 4 days post-op. That was only because my mom and I tried to switch me from, wow, how do you say it? Oxycodone. I just say oxy, because oxycodone, for some reason, I can never remember, so I just say oxy. That's what I mean. So we tried to switch from oxy to Tylenol, way too soon. Literally, if we waited one more day and just done it on Sunday, I would have been perfectly fine. But we didn't, and it was horrible. I was not okay. The same day, the night before my nausea patch, Garamoni prescribes a nausea patch, which I'm not sure the name of, which you just basically put right here, I think. Let's see, where could I not touch? I think it was right here behind my ear. Just basically the skin. And it helps to not make you nauseous. It's crazy. It worked. I don't know. But that wore off, so we applied a new one the night before, on the 17th. We put it over here. And I woke up, and my vision was completely messed up. It was super blurry. And I freaked out because, what's going on? Anything that messes with my vision automatically freaks me out. So, I was freaking out. I think at like 9, no, like 10 or 11, something like that. 10 probably, because I think I woke up at 8 or 9. I finally sat down and I said, okay, Mom, you need to look at my medications because something's going on. I don't think I, like, had my hands on my eyes or anything when I was asleep at night. I think one of my medications is doing this, and I want to find out which one, because I want to know what's going on. This is freaking me out. And sure enough, she looked on the box, and hey, this might cause blurry vision. And I said, cool, take it off. And we did, and by, I want to say 3 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock that afternoon, my vision was mostly cleared up, so I could text again. That was the worst day in my first week of recovery, and it was just because we tried to switch me from Oxy to Tylenol way too soon, and the blurry vision thing. Horrible. So, don't fall. I didn't go outside the hotel room until Sunday the 19th, which was the day after, the day I was talking about. We went to the pool, which was nice. I didn't get in, I got my toes wet. No, that day I didn't get my toes wet. I got my toes wet after my post-op appointment. But I just kind of sat. Mom got her toes wet. It was nice. After that, we went and got dinner. We went to Domino's because Mom very much was caged animal, let me out. I need to get out of the hotel room, which I recognized. I'm like, okay, let's go for a drive. Let's go get dinner. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I kind of want pizza. Pizza! So we went and, what was that? That was scary. So we went and got Domino's. Yeah. My first week of recovery was just napping and watching TV. I barely crocheted. I did, but barely when I was in Florida. It was mainly just watching TV, talking to Holly, talking to Mom. Um, I found the Golden Girls, and I'm obsessed now. It's on Hulu, all Golden Girls is on Hulu, so the second I got home, that's the first thing I did, was turn on Golden Girls, from the beginning to end. And I think right now I only have, like, a couple episodes left of Season 6, and all of Season 7, and I'm done. Which makes me sad, but also, I like the Golden Girls, so I want to watch them more. There was a day where one channel just had on a bunch of Disney movies. There was good TV in Florida. Florida has good TV. It was good. It was nice to have cable. Uh, my reveal on the 20th went very well, which there was a video of that. I was very emotional and very, I was wearing this shirt. Hey, look at me. It went very well. At that appointment, Garamoni said to me, okay, you need to take it easy. You just had surgery. You need to go easy. And I said, dude, don't worry about me. I baby myself. Like, to the point of, when I would have a loose tooth, I would not pull it. I would wiggle it a whole bunch, but that was it. They would have to fall out because I would not pull it. I baby myself. Don't worry about me. And then after my post-op appointment, we went to Red Robin at the mall, we went to Build-A-Bear at the mall, and after those things, we proceeded to continue to walk the entire mall, which is about 4 times the size of the Casper one. I baby myself! Let's go on a hike! Not the best idea, but I was feeling amazing, and I wanted out of the hotel room, so, you know. I was okay. I had Oxy in my system, which was probably part of it. We decided that I would take Oxy, before my pre-op, or post-op, before my post-op appointment, just in case it did hurt taking off the drains, or taking out the drains and taking off the bolsters. So, you know, probably a good idea, probably didn't need it, whatever. But yeah, I just think that's hilarious. My 1 week post-op, we went and walked around more. That was the 21st, and we went to the botanical garden. I don't know what the place is called, but it was a beautiful botanical garden place. It was just, it was gorgeous. I loved it. I was in a bit of pain, and I was walking so very slow. I only recently was able to walk a normal speed because it hurts to walk. That some people don't talk about is it hurts to walk early on. But we very much enjoyed it. There were butterflies everywhere. There were orchids just growing on trees. Oh my god, I loved it. It was amazing. So yeah, I took Tylenol all day, which was great. I just wrote here, Tylenol all day as I was hurting from walking. Gee, I wonder why. I'm sassing myself. I don't remember if I mentioned, but we shipped a box of items to Florida, to the hotel, because we couldn't pack everything, and a lot of the stuff that was in there was stuff that we didn't need the entire time, or it was like cooking stuff, or, you know, stuff that we couldn't pack in our suitcases. So, that day, or I guess the day before, the day of my post-op, we packed the box, and on the 21st, after the botanical gardens and lunch and everything, we took it to the post office to ship it back. After that, we took back the rental car, which was no big deal. It was all fun and everything. I think we walked around the hotel a little bit more. Fun times. Geez, what did we do that day? I don't know. I know there was a lot of Mom and I wanting to just go places, and we couldn't, because we turned in the car, and I was hurting a little bit, so, you know. We flew home the 22nd. I took an Oxy before both flights, so we had a flight, Fort Lauderdale to Denver, Denver to Casper. I'm so glad I did not decide to have us drive Casper to Denver, to drive Denver to Casper, because, oh my god, driving hurts. Riding in the car, I mean, because those little bumps in the road, you almost never notice them until you have surgery, or your back hurts, or, oh, it's been horrible. But anyway, I took an Oxy before both flights. Originally it was a precaution, and then it was 100% I need this. I remember we got to the airport, and it was the first day that I actually felt nauseous. Like, I woke up and I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you, because if I open my mouth, I'm afraid something's gonna happen. So, that was a great day for all that to happen. But we took an Oxy as soon as we got to the airport, because trying to check in bags, I was in so much pain. I went through TSA, so much pain. We went through the line that just had the metal detectors. It wasn't the whole put your hands up and everything. Oh, there's my paper. It wasn't the whole put your hands up. It was just walk through. Mom and I did that. It was basically like a private line just for us. They had to block us off because we were taking so much time, and I felt so bad. It was so anxiety. I almost had a panic attack. It was great. And I had a wheelchair because I was hurting, so just took up more time. So after we got through TSA, Mom wheeled me through the airport a little bit, and I said, okay, Mom, we gotta stop. I need something. I'm not okay. Give me Oxy. And she said, okay, cool. We're gonna just take it real fast. I'm like, okay, great. That's what I just said. Let's go. I was not happy. But as soon as I took Oxy, I was. Oh my god. I did not feel the painkiller high effect until that day. It could have just been, oh, new environment, ooh, people, oh. But I was so high. Like, it was very interesting. Ooh boy. So anyway, once we got to Denver, all that great stuff, everything was fine. We had originally checked that, I would be flying and I would need some extra accommodations, such as a wheelchair once I got off the plane. Cool. They had the wheelchair waiting for me. The wheelchair person was amazing. He took us to the bathroom first so that I could change from shorts to pants, because we went from 84-degree weather in Fort Lauderdale to 48-degree weather in Denver. Because of course we get home and it's snowing. I should expect this, but like, So, he takes me there, I change it to pants, all that great stuff. And then he calls for the little car thing, I don't know what it's called. And the car guy takes us from the bathrooms to, the very end of the terminal, basically. I think our gate was like in the 80s. So if you know Denver, Denver's airport, there's gates like, I think 30 or 40 through to like 60 or 70 on, I think, Terminal B. I think the middle one is B, I think. And then you have to like go through this hallway at the very end and go down an escalator, and then you get to like the 80s and the 90s. Obviously, car guy couldn't take us through the hallway because that hallway is a hallway. It's not big enough. However, I couldn't walk it. I had to walk it, but like I'm going, can I have a wheelchair or something? And he's like, go ahead, you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be fine, but okay. And guess what? I wasn't fine. So we walk the hallway, and Mom's freaking out because I don't remember if it was delayed or ahead of schedule. I think it was delayed, but as slow as I was going, it was go time. So we found a place to eat because it was lunchtime. We got our food. It was so bad, the time and everything. And the food was good. It was the timing and everything was so bad. We made it down the escalators, and we just started walking towards the 80s. Started walking towards the gate. And I had to stop before we even got to the first number, and I just turned to Mom and I said, I can't do this. I am hurting way too much. I can't do this. I can't take another Oxy until, like, I don't even remember when. I can't do this. And she said, okay, this is ridiculous. We request a wheelchair the whole way. You are in pain. I'm upset. The next wheelchair person we see with an empty wheelchair, I'm going to ask. I'm like, thank you. And so that's what we did. We literally stood there. And like 2 seconds later, an empty wheelchair comes up, and she's like, hey, we requested a wheelchair. We need to literally go right there. It's 5 gates away. He's not gonna make it. Please, can you just give him a ride? And the guy's like, yeah, sure, let's go. What number? Thank you. So we get to our gate, and everything's fine, and I take another Oxy, and we eat food, and everything's good again. And I'm high again, so whatever. And we got home, and everything was good. So, the 23rd was my 18th tee shot, and we decided to go to Kelly. I'm very glad we went to Kelly because I would not have been able to do it. At that point, I didn't have the range of motion to do. I needed to go to Kelly. When she stuck it in my leg and she pulled it out, it bled a whole bunch. We later found out that one of my medications was a bit of a blood thinner, which, duh, it's to reduce bruising. Duh. So, you know, it's fine. It bled a whole bunch, but, you know, you'll hear about that when I post my 9, I think, months on T video next week. But anyway, home on the 23rd, everything was great. I crocheted a lot once I got home. Didn't crochet in Florida, but I crocheted a whole bunch once we got home. Holly and I hung out as soon as we could find time, as soon as possible. I was feeling well enough to hang out with her pretty much as soon as possible. Car rides. I think I already mentioned, they're horrible. The bumps and everything. In the very, very beginning, I could not get in a car without taking Tylenol because they hurt so bad. I had to sit up in the car. I couldn't sit back. It was just horrible. Yeah, and I started sleeping in my own bed on the 26th. I had been sleeping downstairs on the couch, so, you know, something to think about. 2 weeks post-op, I started to feel a little more active, which is awesome. A lot less sleepy, which meant the anesthesia was finally fully wearing off and out of my system, which is great. You don't think it takes that long, but I looked on the top surgery group that I'm part of, and apparently that's what everybody else is saying, so cool. Alright. I crocheted a whole bunch, like I said, and that week I really started to ask to go for car rides. Even though they hurt, I wanted to get out of the house. I'm like, I want to go places, I want to see places, I'm done just sitting. Take me places. On the dot, the 28th, I removed the tape from my incisions. Oh my god. That took about 2 hours. It was literally 2 hours of me standing in the shower with my swim trunks, Mom standing out of the shower, just watching, because that's all she could have done. Shower just running over my front, just slowly peeling. It was horrible. Easily one of the worst moments in this entire recovery process. Let's see, we have the 18th, was it? Yeah, the 18th, switching from Oxy to Tylenol too soon, and the blurry vision, and the 28th, taking the tape off my scars. Easily. But once the tape was off, I was looking, and I was so happy. There was, I think I did this at first, but there was a time when I was peeling off, and I got to, I think I stopped under the nipple, and I started over here, and I pulled, yeah, that's what I did. I started over here, stopped at the nipple, I pulled off here, I stopped at the nipple, I think I just kind of had to, but I pulled this off, and I looked, and I thought I saw that I had a dog ear starting. And I just kind of had to stop and go, okay, Mom, I need a second. I need to breathe. Dog ears are not bad. They're so beyond not bad. It's totally a cosmetic thing. Definitely something that I want to avoid at all costs. Um, and Garamoni does free dog ear revisions, so, you know, there's that. Um, but I think it was just because I was just a little swollen because it'd been a little aggravated that day, and I was, of course, aggravating just then. So, within the past weeks, I haven't seen anything, so that's what leads me to think it was just swelling. So that's good. Again, dog ears aren't bad, but that so beyond scared me. So yeah, incisions, or yeah, took off the tape from my incisions, everything was good. Yeah, that was also the last day with my wrap, which was the ace bandage looking thing. I kind of miss it. Aw. That was a really great thing for me to have. For one, it helped with swelling, and for two, it was a good thing to have transition-wise, to transition from always having something on. Um, like I keep saying, I've always had a knot binder on, or a binder on, or something else on, since like I was 12. So, not having anything on under my shirt was weird at first because, like, I don't know if it was like a sensory thing or I don't know. I just know it was weird at first. So the wrap, having it off for an hour a day so that I could have that time to just and exist and get used to how things were, that was nice. So, you know, it's nice. It was also kind of like a big hug, so that was nice too. Let's see. Oh, I went to the last Pride Club meeting on the 31st. No problem at all. It was awesome. Got to see my friends finally. Yay. And I went to graduation. Congrats 2019, class of 2019. I told myself I wasn't going to go down on the floor because there's too many people. Guess what I did? But you know what? I saw two of my friends, and they were coming close enough. So, you know what? I went to see them, and it was great. I got to see them, and I was happy. Oh, that was also the week that my ribs started hurting on and off. So my ribs are definitely warped, and they are starting to settle, which is why they started hurting. Especially since that was the first week without the wrap. It was just settling and adjusting and all that great stuff. Just ribs being ribs. My ribs are great. 3 weeks post-op, I was finally not constantly taking Tylenol. I was just having it close just in case, so like I would take 1 or 2 Tylenol before every car ride. By the third week, I wasn't doing that. Maybe occasionally, but it wasn't like, you know, like I said, I had it closed just in case. I finished my blanket on the 5th, which I'm so totally gonna show off because I haven't shown it off enough. I am so beyond proud of this. I am so beyond excited about this. Look at it. I can't really raise it up anymore because, you know. But look at this. I'm so proud, and it's so big, and I love it, and it's, yeah, I love the variegated and everything. If you want to see more of it, it's all over my Facebook, so just go on my Facebook. So yeah, I finished my blanket on the 5th, and the 6th was my 19th tea shot. Again, I'll talk about that more in my 9 months on tea video, but let me just say I didn't go to Kelly, and I definitely should have. So, by that week, I wanted to do everything and go everywhere. And I kind of did. I did a whole bunch of stuff for Casper Pride Week. Like I went to the Nick on the 6th, for the art show thing. What was it called? The Art of Pride. I went to the Art of Pride. And then, let's see, what did I do? I think I just did that. Pride in the Park with Holly. The dance, kind of, sort of, a little bit. We left a little early with Holly. We, of course, did the Pride Parade. Yeah, I think I only did 4 things, but still. We did a whole bunch. I kept up in the parade. I got to do the whole parade. It was so great. I'm finally keeping up a good pace. I can walk a good speed. Oh, it's so great. I was so happy. I was so afraid that I would start out and then I can't keep up. Mom, help, get us to this end point so I can walk a block. Because I was gonna like walk a block in the beginning and then walk a block at the end, because that's all I thought I could do. And then surprise, I was able to do all of it. I wore a tank top. I was so happy. Easily the best Pride Parade I've ever been a part of. There again, I say that every year, so, you know. Oh, by that week, not this week. Not in pain very much, again, barely taking Tylenol. Car rides were almost nothing. And 4 weeks post-op, which I hit on the 11th. Oh, look at that, the 11th. The 11th was the first night without applying anything to my nipple grafts. So, Garamoni recommended that, okay, so, Garamoni gave us this stuff called Xeroform. And you're supposed to put that on your nipples, and then, gauze pad, non-stick, tape, all the great stuff, until your 4 weeks post-op mark. So, 3 weeks of doing that. We ran out of the Xeroform on, I think, the 6th or 7th. So, the 7th. The 7th, I think, we ran out. So, we had just basically been, taking a really big Band-Aid, cutting off the sticky part of that, just using the pad, putting Neosporin on it, and sticking it up. Which is totally fine, because again, he was recommending that I put Neosporin on the Xeroform, and then stick it on. I forgot to mention that. Everybody that's coming at me saying, don't use Neosporin on your nipples, guys, that's what my surgeon told me to do. I've been getting a lot of, you know, stop telling me what to do. My surgeon has been telling me to use Neosporin, so chill. But, that was the last day of that, so, yeah, I was very, very anxious. I asked, I think last week, after your surgeon cleared you from applying medicine to your nipple grafts, what did you do? Did you cover them at night? And there were just general answers of, oh yeah, I covered them at night, call your surgeon, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just call Garamoni's office the morning of the 11th, or the 10th, or whatever. I'll call, we'll figure this out. So the 11th I did, Kelly picked up. I have so many Kellys in my transition. And I just asked, I'm like, hey, so here's the deal, here's what's up, I'm anxious, what can I do? Okay, so she just basically said, so don't apply anything to your nipples, they need to breathe. This is the important part, they need to breathe. Let them breathe. So you don't have to cover them at night, you don't need to cover them at all. Once you hit 6 weeks and you're clear to exercise, you don't need to cover them. You're good, just go live life. And I went, okay, thank you. And we hung up, and that was pretty much the whole conversation. I decided that night, because I was gonna be good. I was going to not cover them. I've been covering them. I'm too scared. I need a little bit more, time. I'm just dry covering them. There's no Neosporin, there's no medicine. It's just a dry, pad on it. That sounds weird. Big Band-Aid pad, stuck with tape. So, it's fine. It's good. Other people are doing it, so I think it's okay. I'm noticing no difference. They are drying as needed. During the day, I have my shirt off a lot. Obviously not right now. I'm good. So, yeah. Yeah. I think it's okay. I feel amazing. I really do. I've felt amazing this entire time, but this is the best I've felt, and I know I'm just gonna feel better as I get further on. Car rides are not that bad anymore, which is amazing. I am still keeping, bleh, I am keeping Tylenol on myself just in case still, but I don't need it as much, so that's good. Um, so yeah, like I just said, I'm keeping it on me. I don't need it. I haven't taken it since like Sunday or Saturday of this past week, so that's amazing. Um, I just wrote that I want to talk about sleeping because the past 2 or 3 nights, 2 nights, sleeping has gotten really, really hard. Mainly because I am a side and front sleeper. I think you know where I'm going with this. So, the past year, I have trained myself to sleep on my back for top surgery because I know myself and I know that if I didn't do that, I would be rolling over. I'm so, so glad that I trained myself. However, the past 2 nights, I've just not been able to get comfortable at all. Which means I haven't been sleeping that well. I haven't been getting the rest that I need, which is great. Thank goodness this isn't happening during school because I would be miserable. The only important things that I've got going on is tomorrow, I think, or no, today. Yeah, today in a little bit, I'm gonna go get Holly and we're gonna hang out. But that consists of sitting and talking and watching TV, so, you know. Um, I don't know what to do, because I really want to sleep on my side. Um, Last night, or the night before, I tried sleeping on my side, and I think I got to, I can't remember, I think I got to for a little bit, and I don't think it hurt. I might be making this whole thing up. Um, I don't know. I know I really want to sleep on my side. I really just want to curl up in a ball and fall asleep because that's all I want right now. And I'll get there. I know I gotta be patient, but I don't want to be patient. I also really want to go for walks. It's the two things I want right now. Sleeping on my side, going for a walk. I wasn't really supposed to go to the Pride Parade and march in it. Because I'm not supposed to do anything that really gets my heart rate up until 6 weeks. Which, I'm not going to push myself. I just want to go for a leisurely walk. Not like what I used to do before surgery to prepare myself for surgery and everything. But also, I want to do that. I don't know, I want to go outside. I want to do stuff. I want to go places. I have complaints. But yeah, otherwise, I feel amazing. My scars, I think, look perfect. I wanted straight scars, and that's pretty much what I got, and I'm so happy about that. I love where my nipples were placed. I had no preference about that, so whatever I got, I was gonna be happy. I think. So, you know, could you stop? I'm just happy. Oh, that was the other thing. When I woke up from surgery, I don't know if I said this or not. When I woke up from surgery and everything, um, I woke up and I was immediately in tears because I was so happy. I was smiling and I was crying, and the nurses are walking by going, "Is this kid okay?" I was that happy. And I didn't really stop until the nurse actually came in and was like, "Are you awake?" And I went, "Uh-huh." And she's like, "Do you want to get up?" "Uh-huh." But I was watching the clock, and I have a documentation of everything that happened um, when I was waking up and everything. From waking up at, what was it, like 4:27 or something like that? Or no, that's when I got out. Yeah, 4:45. I think I woke up at 4:45, something like that. From waking up around 5 to discharge at 6 or so, I have everything documented, which is so cool. I held on to those times. But she got me out of bed, And I guess they either forgot to take my boxers off, or they forgot to tell me to take them off, because I got out of bed and she's like, oh, you're already wearing boxers, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, okay. I'm like, cool. And I got dressed and everything was awesome and all the great stuff. I was just so happy. Mom says that was the only thing that I would say, like, the first 2 or 3 days is, I'm so happy. She would ask me how I'm feeling, and I'm just like, I'm so happy. She's like, okay, cool, but how's your pain? I don't care, I'm happy. Which is true, I was happy, I wasn't in pain, so, I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, I do want to mention that, today, June 14th, 2019, is an important one. As you can see, I'm wearing my ace ring, which I almost never do anymore. I don't know why I stopped wearing it, but I did. Okay, so, today, June 14th, 2019, is a really, really special day for me. So, today, 4 years ago, I came out to my parents for the very first time about being asexual, which is cool. I should say the ace spectrum, because I am actually demisexual, but whatever. I think it's cool that the anniversary of the first time I came out to my parents is also my 1 month post-op. Like, that's so cool. I love how things work. I didn't even notice that when I was saying, yeah, I want May 14th, May 14th, May 14th. I didn't even realize that June 14th was June 14th. There again, for like the first 2 years, I couldn't remember what day I came out because, like, I knew I came out on Flag Day. And I know that because we had a Girl Scout thing. I think it was our bridging ceremony or something, and we did something special for Flag Day, and then we came home, and I came out. It's the only way I know that. So yeah, I don't know. I came out on Flag Day. Apparently Flag Day is June 14th. Who would have known? Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I just talked a whole bunch. I was hoping this wouldn't be super long, but it's me. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna probably go play video games because I can't quite do the stitch for making scarves yet, which is killing me because I like playing video games, but I want to crochet. Now that my blanket's done, where's my blanket? Now that my blanket's done, I don't have anything to crochet anymore. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, I guess I should do this, huh? Do. This little cheesy thing. Because with tea, it's verbal. But with surgery, it's visual. Let's go up a little bit. This is my chest, 1 month post-op.